Good evening and welcome to another Chaska Hawks baseball game here on CHBN from downtown Chaska at Athletic Park. And tonight the Hawks take on the 12-1 number one in the state Jefferson Jaguars. The keys for tonight's game is just going to be us thanking all of our sponsors for helping us bring these CHBN broadcasts to you all year. I want to start with our corporate sponsor, the Rome team at Edina Realty, Emily Rome Welter and Jan Welter. Longtime supporters of the Chaska Hawks. Emily and Jan are known for their service, integrity, and results. If you're looking for the keys to a new home or want to sell your current home, let the Rome team use their expansive network to help you. Go to www.rometeamrealestate.com to get in touch with Emily or Jan. Our second sponsor is Mike Boyle and his team at Unrestricted Marketing. Unrestricted Marketing is a local, trusted, privately owned marketing, digital production, and production specialist company. They think unconventionally with authentic strategy, creative thinking, and execution, all under one roof. Brand strategy, apparel, and accessories, graphic design are just a few of the services they're proud to offer, and they are a proud sponsor of the Chaska Athletics. Schramm House. Schramm House overlooks Athletic Park, has a variety of indoor and outdoor seating with food and drink. Stop by before any game or after for the on-site kitchen with pizza and Bavarian pretzels and other delicious foods. They're the perfect venue next to business for your next business or family event. Thanks to Ashley and the Schramm House team for your support of the Chaska Hawks. Cuzzy's Brick House. Cuzzy's Brick House is located in downtown Chaska, the ideal spot to meet up with family and friends for great food, watch the big game on one of the 13 HD TVs, or stop by to just have a beverage. And finally, it's Bank Vista. Bank Vista has hit it out of the park while helping small businesses. Bank Vista is honored to share that they have been named Minnesota SBA Leader of the Year for 5 years running. In those 5 years, they've helped hundreds of businesses, resulting in thousands of local jobs and economic growth. Bank Smart, Bank Local, Bank Vista. So the Hawks starting off here with Nolan Kemp on the mound. Fairly standard lineup for the Hawks, and Kemper's facing off against the leadoff hitter and shortstop, Bennett McCown for the Jefferson Jaguars. And we got a 1-1 count to start after Kemper's able to get the swing and miss there. Wind blowing out here to left field. Sun's going to be an issue in the early innings as Kemper misses high there with a curveball. 2-1 now to McCown. Wind could be a factor for the first time this year, as I mentioned. The way it is blowing out pretty heavily to center field and left field. And here's the 2-1 pitch. Another swing and a miss by McCown. Kemper evens it up at 2-2. Jaguars, as I mentioned, 12-1, come in ranked number 1 in the state. They're in the all baby blue uniforms. Hawks with the black tops and white bottoms. Time is called by McCown. Mentioned pretty standard lineup here for the Hawks. Ethan Bachman DH and Ben Carter getting the start in right field. He won't be hitting today, working as the defensive specialist. AJ Cantu is out in left field to start. He's going to have his hands full, as I mentioned, in the early innings with that sun. Kemp sets from the windup and delivers. Curveball that's hit lazily to shallow left center. Maddox Foss is underneath it, and the Hawks have one down here in the first.
And in second, doing the pitching tonight for the Jaguars, number 5 is Carter Hansen.
So that brings up number 5, Carter Hansen, the lefty. He's going to be starting on the hill tonight for the Jaguars. As I mentioned, Jefferson only has 13 games played, but they are 12-1. They got hit by COVID earlier in the year. As that fastball misses up and away. Beautiful night for a ball game, kind of a late arriving crowd. A lot of fans choosing to be out in the sun down the baselines instead of here in the grandstands. And there's a swing and a miss by Carter Hansen. 1-1 count now. Henry Bushy at second base for the Hawks playing deep, kind of the shallow right field. There's the curveball in for a strike. 1-2 count now to Hansen. Ben Carter showing Carter Hansen quite a bit of respect out there in right field. He's playing just shallow of the warning track. As Hansen calls for time. A lot of chatter here early from the Jefferson Jaguars dugout. As we continue with this game, we're going to be highlighting the sponsors continuously. I want to thank them again for bringing you this broadcast as that fastball misses up and away. 2-2 now to Hansen. Nolan shakes off the catcher, gets his pitch. Curveball in for strike 3. Nice pitch there on the backdoor curveball to get Carter Hansen.
Batting third for the Jaguars, number 4, David Stephan.
2 up, 2 down so far for no count. That brings up David Stephan, the second baseman for the Jaguars. Kemp sets and delivers. Fastball misses low and inside. 1-0 count. Kemp working against Stephan from the windup. Gets his pitch and then delivers. That's a 4-seamer down the chute, even in the count at 1. Hawks back to their normal standard depth here. The righty in the batter's box. Kemp sets and delivers. That's hit hard into the right center field gap. Tommy Hansen and Ben Carter giving chase. Hansen's going to cut it off, but Stephan is aboard with a 2-out double for the Jaguars, extending the inning.
Batting fourth, the catcher, number 10, Ben Carter.
Kemper left that fastball a little bit up in the zone, allowing Stephan to drive it out into right center field. So that brings up Ben Groders. As the Hawks look to get out of here with no damage done. And Kemper gets his pitch, working from the stretch for the first time, sets and delivers. Fastball misses up and away. 1-0 now to Groders. Kemper gets his pitch, and here's the 1-0 delivery. That one's fouled back off the backstop. 1-1 count now to Groders. Should be in for a good one here tonight. As I mentioned, the #1 team in state. Facing off here against the Hawks. This game was originally scheduled for earlier in the year, but had to be rescheduled due to contact tracing. And Groders will call time here. Lots of mind games early for the Jaguars. We've seen about 3 or 4 time calls in the batter's box. Kemper gets his pitch, peeks back at Stephan's at second, and throws a curveball that misses, and Nathan Rosenberg, the catcher for the Hawks, doesn't love that call, and I don't blame him there. That looked like it was in for a strike. Here's the 2-1 count now. Kemp gets his pitch, peeks back at second, and delivers. That one's hit on a rope into left field. It's going to sneak past A.J. Cantu, and the Jaguars are on the board as Stephan scores. Groders reaches safely to second, no problem. And the Jaguars are out to a 1-0 lead after back-to-back 2-out doubles. So Groders will get a runner. It'll be Alex Cruzan. Of course, Minnesota State High School rules, you can switch out any catcher or pitcher on the base paths.
Batting fifth, third baseman, number 3, Noah Panett.
So still 2 outs here for the Hawks. And that'll bring up Noah Panett. Panett, the third baseman for the Jaguars. Cruising, being held at second, and that curveball catches the outside edge in for a strike. 0-1 count now to Panett. Perfect night for a ball game here at Athletic Park. Not a cloud in the sky. Slight breeze, keeping the temperatures really at bay. There's another curveball. That one misses up in the zone. 1-1 count now. So 2 outs, 1-1 count. Cruzan gets his lead from second. Nolan Kemp peeks back and delivers. Fastball misses just on the outside edge. 2-1 now to Cruzan. Or to Panett, excuse me. Cruzan's on second. So Kemp gets his pitch and delivers a 2-1 pitch. Fastball up in the zone, gets a swing and miss from Panett. 2-2 count now to the third baseman for the Jaguars. So Kemper looking to get out of this inning, minimizing the damage after 2 2-out doubles. Takes a long look in at home plate. Finally gets his pitch. And delivers. It's a foul ball down the right field line. It's going to get out of play.
All balls to the dugout, please.
Still a 2-2 count here for the Hawks. So the Hawks choosing not to hold Cruzan at second. Kemper sets and delivers. Curveball in for strike 3, and the Hawks minimize the damage. Jefferson takes a 1-0 lead into the bottom half of the first inning. We'll be right back here on CHBN.
Hi, I'm Emily Rome-Welter.
And I'm Jan Rome of the Rome team.
We're back! We thought you might also want to know we can help you with lots of other real estate needs. For example, we can help you upsize,
Downsize,
build a new home,
find a cabin,
buy land,
relocate out of state.
or sell family property out of state. We're here for all of your real estate needs, so give us a call if we can help.
Soar Hawks!
Welcome back here on CHBN. I'm Mike Schmidt, of course, joined by my producer Brett, as the Hawks face off against the Jefferson Jaguars here tonight. The Jaguars were able to score off of after 2 2-out doubles in the first, taking a 1-0 lead here into the bottom half of the first inning. The Hawks leadoff hitter tonight, as usual, Carver Miller, the third baseman, as he takes that one low and away from Carter Hansen, the pitcher for the Jaguars. Hansen has velocity in the mid-80s. Throws a good mix of pitches, including a pretty big sweeping curveball. And here's the second pitch of the inning for the lefty. That one's tapped down the right field line. It's going to be fielded by number 7, Brandon O'Brien, and he's going to take care of it himself. Carver Miller is retired.
Heading second for the Hawks, the pitcher, number 18 is Nolan Kemp.
So with one out here in the bottom half of the first, that brings up Nolan Kemp, Hawks pitcher for tonight. He takes up and away, ball one. The Kemper digging in, and here's the pitch from Hansen. Hit hard up the middle for a base hit. Good piece of hitting there by 18, Nolan Kemp. And the Hawks have a runner aboard.
Batting third for the Hawks.
So after that one-out single,
Benson.
Nolan Kemp is aboard. It looks like he'll be running for himself. He does have good speed, and that brings up Drew Benson, the Hawks' first baseman. Brandon O'Brien holding on Kemper as that fastball catches the outside edge in for a strike. 0-1 now to Benson. Benson's one of several Hawks bats that have really exploded here in the second half of the season. The Hawks are 5-3 their last 8. And here's the 0-1 pitch. That's going to be in the dirt. Nice job there by the catcher, Ben Groders, to field that one out of the dirt, keeping Nolan Kemp at first. 1-1 count, one down, runner on first. Hansen peeks over at one. Sets and fires over to one. He's got Nolan Kemp in a pickle now. And Kemp unable to get back to first as he's tagged hard on the helmet. 2 down now here in the first. Carter Hansen's got a very nice pickoff move as he was able to catch Nolan Kemp leaning there. Always a lot more difficult to get those big leads on lefties. So 2 down now, 1-1 count to Benson. Hansen sets and delivers. He misses up and away. 2-1 now. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and Benson's swinging on a high fastball, and he's unable to make contact. 2-2 now. Jaguars do have a good roster. As I mentioned, the 12-1 record is not just window dressing. As Benson foul tip there for the strike 3. So the Hawks are retired now in the bottom half of the first inning. Jefferson takes a 1-0 lead into the top half of the second. We'll be right back here on CHBN.
To meet up with family and friends for great food. Watch the big game on 13 HD TVs. Extensive menu features wood-fire pizza, chops, ribs, steak, pasta, charbroiled burgers, sandwiches, daily specials, full breakfast menu on the weekend, and country cooking. Cuzzy's Brick House is perfect for large groups, sports teams, or special occasions. Visit Cuzzies.com or join us at Cuzzy's Brick House on Old Highway 212 in Chaska.
Bank Vista has hit it out of the park while helping small businesses. Bank Vista is honored to share they have been named Minnesota SBA Leader of the Year for 5 years running. In those 5 years, they have helped hundreds of businesses, resulting in thousands of local jobs and economic growth. Bank smart, bank local, Bank Vista. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Schramm House overlooks downtown Chaska and Athletic Park with a variety of indoor and outdoor seating with food and drink. Stop by before or after the game. They have an on-site kitchen with pizzas, Bavarian pretzels, and other delicious food. They're also the perfect venue for your next business or family event. That's Schramm House in Chaska.
Welcome back here to beautiful Athletic Park as the Hawks trail the Jefferson Jaguars 1-0. And we head into the top half of the second inning.
Leading off the top of the second inning for the Jaguars, the center fielder, number 1, Sam Malika.
That brings up Sam Malika, number 1 for the Jaguars, the center fielder. Nolan Kemp still on the hill here for the Hawks tonight. Kemper gets his pitch and delivers to Malika. And Malika squared up to bunt, pulled back on the fastball on the outside edge. 1-0 count now to Malika. Not a lot of teams have chosen to bunt on the Hawks here so far this year. The fastball that misses on the outside edge again. 2-0 now to Malika. Kemper gets his pitch and delivers. That's a fastball that catches the outside edge. 2-1 net count now to Malika. Kemper threw a good first inning. Did give up back-to-back doubles, but got out in front of most of the Jefferson hitters. As Malika takes that four-seamer outside. 3-1 now. Crowd starting to roll in. And Kemper delivers a 3-1 pitch. That one's going to be nubbed to short. Maddox Foss is under it, and he's able to make the play. So Malika retired after the pop out to Foss.
First baseman, number 7, Brandon O'Brien.
And that brings up Brandon O'Brien. Brandon O'Brien, number 7, the first baseman for the Jaguars. Wearing the old school stirrup socks. Kemper gets his pitch and delivers. Foul tip caught by Nathan Rosenberg, the UMD commit. Behind the dish here again for the Hawks. 0-1 count now for no Kemp. And here's the pitch. That's going to be bunted right up the middle. Kemper's able to handle it and fire over to one. Benson stays on the bag and is able to retire O'Brien after the bunt attempt. So 2 quick outs here for the Hawks. A good start after that first inning.
Left fielder, number 28, Sean Littman.
So with 2 down, that brings up left fielder Sean Littman, number 28 for the Jaguars. Wind still blowing out to left center. Kemper shakes off Rosie, gets his pitch, and curveball misses on the inside edge. Littman ducking out of the way of that one. Nolan Kemp doing a good job of mixing his pitches. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball on the inside edge, gets a swing and miss. 1-1 count now to Littman. Should get a pretty good feel of the Hawks seeding after this game. We got one left, an away game at Chanhassen, and then we'll roll out our sectional schedule. Depending on seeding, those will be brought to you. If the Hawks do get a home game, we'll be broadcasting on CHBN. And here's the 1-2 pitch. That fastball misses up and away. 2-2 now to Littman. Yeah, any game played down here at Athletic Park will be brought to you by PSB Media and CHBN. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fastball up in the zone, gets a swing and miss, strike 3. No Kemp up to 3 strikeouts here after 2 innings. So we'll be right back for the bottom half of the second here on CHBN.
Hi, I'm Emily Rome-Welter.
And I'm Jan Rome of the Rome team. Last year, we were able to help our clients 72 times buy or sell their homes, bringing them to their next real estate chapter.
Sometimes people ask us how we do that. We listen closely to all of our clients, of course, whether they're buyers or sellers, so that we know what their goals are. When you're a seller, we partner with you, come to your home, do a marketing analysis, marketing plan, and help you prepare your home for success. Let us know if we can help you.
Soar Hawks!
Welcome back here on CHBN to the bottom half of the second inning. The Hawks against the Jefferson Jaguars. Chaska trailing 1-0 after Jefferson was able to score a 2-out run in the top half of the first. Carter Hansen on the hill for the Jaguars is able to get that curveball in on the outside edge against Nathan Rosenberg. Both of these players will be representing their teams in the All-Star game coming up after the season, as Rosenberg takes that one low and away. 1-1 count. It was just announced 3 players in tonight's game will be taking place in the All-Star game. As that curveball misses up and away, 2-1 now. As I mentioned, Carter Hansen and Nathan Rosenberg both will be in that All-Star game, as well as Bennett McCowan, the shortstop for the Jefferson Jaguars. So Hansen gets his pitch. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Fastball misses up in the zone. Ben Groder's the backstop for the Jaguars. Might have thought he had a strike there. It's 3-1 now to the UMD commit, Rosenberg. Rosenberg takes that one in for a strike, loading up the count. Carter Hansen's shown pretty good stuff already so far here. About 6'2", 6'3", the lefty. Good mix of pitches. Heck of a pickoff move as he got Nolan Kemp in the first inning. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Curveball up in the zone. He's able to sit down Nathan Rosenberg, and Groder's throw goes flying into left field. Always risky here in the early innings at Athletic Park with that sun to fire that one down the third base line.
Next up for the Hawks, designated hitter number 19, Ethan Bachman.
So Carter Hansen has 2 strikeouts now for the Jaguars, and that brings up Ethan Bachman with 1 out. Little conversation going on behind the plate. So Bachman digs in, number 19, the senior, heading to University of Sioux Falls next year to play football. He's DHing tonight for the Hawks. That's a tapper back up the middle. Carter Hansen handles it and fires a strike over to Brandon O'Brien, and Bachman is retired. So after that nubber back to the mound by Bachman, that brings up number 20, Henry Bushy, the second baseman for the Hawks. Chaska looking to get something going with 2 outs here as Hansen sets and delivers a fastball that misses wide outside. 1-0. As I mentioned, the sun will give these players trouble on the left side of the field. Even the pitcher right now dealing with a little bit of a shadow. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Bushy. That one misses on the inside edge. 2-0 now. Hansen's one of the better pitchers in the state. The 2-0 pitch to Bushy as that one's hit hard to right field. Jaguars are giving chase, and center fielder Sam McKella is underneath it to retire the Hawks here in the bottom half of the second. We'll be right back on CHBN.
Bank Vista has hit it out of the park while helping small businesses. Bank Vista is honored to share they have been named Minnesota SBA Leader of the Year for 5 years running. In those 5 years, they have helped hundreds of businesses, resulting in thousands of local jobs and economic growth. Bank smart, bank local, Bank Vista. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Schramm House overlooks downtown Chaska and Athletic Park with a variety of indoor and outdoor seating with food and drink. Stop by before or after the game. They have an on-site kitchen with pizzas, Bavarian pretzels, and other delicious food. They're also the perfect venue for your next business or family event. That's Schramm House in Chaska.
Welcome back here on CHBN as the Hawks trail the number 1 rated Jefferson Jaguars as we head into the 3rd inning, 1-0. Hitting for the Jaguars now is their 9-hitter, right fielder, Aiden Shermack. Nolan Kemp back out on the hill here for the Hawks as Kemp sets and delivers. Swing and a miss on the first pitch of the inning. 0-1 count now for Shermack. Kemper's got 3 strikeouts already tonight. Allowed a pair of doubles to end the first inning. Been pretty smooth after that. As that curveball misses just inside, 1-1. Kemp gets his pitch, and here's the 1-1 pitch. That one misses up and away, 2-1 now to Shermack. A lot of chatter, as I mentioned earlier, from the Jaguars dugout. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And that one misses on the inside edge to Shermack. 3-1 now to the 9-hitter. This is a big out here for the Hawks as the Jaguars have Bennett McCown and Carter Hansen both heading to the All-Star game coming up next. And there's a fastball down the middle. 3-2 count now to Aiden Shermack. Kemper sets, heavy wind blowing out to left field, and that's a tapper by Shermack over to Bushy. He handles it and fires it over to Benson, and the Hawks have one down here in the 3rd inning.
Out of the order for the Jaguars, next up, shortstop. Play ball Minnesota Metro South All-Star, Bennett McCown.
So that brings up Bennett McCown, as you probably heard over the PA. South Metro All-Star. He'll be joined in that game by our own catcher, Nathan Rosenberg, who sets up on the outside edge. And that fastball from Kemper misses up and inside. 1-0 count out to Bennett McCown. McCown popped out to shortstop in his only at-bat so far here. He takes that curveball in the dirt, 2-0 count. So no Kemp, 2-0 count now to McCown. He sets and delivers. One misses in the dirt as well. 3-0 now to McCown, the leadoff hitter for the Jaguars. So Kemper, he delivers the 3-0 pitch. That one's foul tipped off the umpire. Apparently McCown had the green light there with the wind blowing out to left in the 3-0 count. Kemper gets his pitch, sets and delivers the 3-1 pitch, misses up in the zone, and McCown's aboard with a 1-out walk.
Next up for the Jaguars, the pitcher, the other play ball Minnesota Metro South All-Star, Carter Hansen.
That brings up Carter Hansen, the pitcher for the Jaguars. So we've got an all-star leading off at first, an all-star digging into hit, and an all-star behind the plate. As I mentioned, big game here for the Hawks tonight. Kemper takes a peek over at first, a long look. Sets and delivers. McCown stays put. Curveball misses up and away, 1-0. So Kemp gets his pitch, takes a long peek over at first at McCown. Sets and delivers. McCown stays put. That's a hard hit ball. Nice play there by Henry Bush. He flips over to Foss. Foss fires over to Benson, and the Hawks have a double play to get out of the inning. Heck of a play there by Henry Bushy on a tough one hop. He's able to turn it into 2 outs for the Hawks. We'll be right back here on CHBN as we head into the bottom half of the 3rd inning.
Hi, I'm Emily Rome-Welter.
And I'm Jan Rome of the Rome team. We're back!
We thought you might also want to know we can help you with lots of other real estate needs. For example, we can help you upsize,
Downsize,
build a new home,
find a cabin,
buy land,
relocate out of state.
or sell family property out of state. We're here for all of your real estate needs, so give us a call if we can help.
Soar Hawks!
We're back here on CHBN as the Hawks trail the number 1 rated Jefferson Jaguars 1-0 in the bottom half of the third. Hawks will start with left fielder AJ Cantu here. So Hansen gets his pitch, sets and delivers. Fastball catches the outside edge on Cantu. Again, as this is our final broadcast of the regular season, I want to spotlight our sponsors. That's the Rome team at Edina Realty, Schramm House, Cuzzy's Brick House, Bank Vista, and Unrestricted Marketing. Wow, boom, as I'm reading that, AJ Cantu leaves the park to left field. I apologize for my late call there. I was trying to get my read in, and AJ Cantu just tattooed a fastball over the left field wall. Some lucky fans out there grabbing that souvenir right now. Hopefully they can bring it back to AJ as the Hawks are fired up here. The game's even now at 1. AJ Cantu put a big swing on that pitch, low and in on the low and inside half of the zone. Estimated tape measure here, unofficial at Athletic Park, was 338 feet as the Hawks even up the game. That brings up Maddox Foss. So Foss will take that pitch. It's a 1-0 count as the Hawks even that one up. AJ Cantu, I've spoken about him all year. He's been one of my favorite players. He's been on fire lately. It's the 1-0 pitch from Hansen as he tries to settle down. He's able to catch the outside edge. Any high school home run's memorable, but specifically off a pitcher like Carter Hansen. Maddox Foss is able to tip off that curveball up in the zone, but it brings the count to 1-2. That ball got out of the park in a hurry. And there's a fastball on the up and outside edge, in for a strike. Hansen able to settle down a little bit after giving up that leadoff home run to Cantu.
Next up, center fielder, number 22, Thomas Weinstein.
So that brings up Tommy Hansen, the center fielder, a 9-hitter for the Hawks, number 22. Hansen drives that first pitch into right field. Low liner, but it's handled there by Aiden Shermack of the Jaguars. So Tommy Hansen sees one pitch, drives it into right field, but it's handled by Aiden Shermack of the Jaguars. Action is fast and furious in this inning as Hansen likes to work quick. Brings up Carver Miller. He takes a curveball on the outside edge, in for a strike. 0-1 count now. Noah Panett playing at bunt depth here against Miller. There's another big sweeping curveball in for a strike. 2-0 now to Miller. Those are two tough curveballs to see as Miller calls time. Mentioned Hansen on the hill working at a pretty fast pace. Seems like the type of a pitcher that likes to get into a rhythm and go. So here's the 2-0 pitch. And Carver Miller sat down on a fastball up in the zone. So the Hawks are retired, but not before A.J. Cantu blasted a drive to left field that traveled 338 feet, getting up out of Athletic Park, tying the game at 1. We'll be right back here on the top half, for the top half of the fourth inning on C.
Hi, I'm Emily Rome-Welter.
And I'm Jan Rome of the Rome team. We're back.
We thought you might also want to know we can help you with lots of other real estate needs. For example, we can help you upsize,
Downsize,
build a new home,
find a cabin,
buy land,
relocate out of state.
or sell family property out of state. We're here for all of your real estate needs, so give us a call if we can help.
Soar Hawks!
We're back here at Athletic Park on CHBN. I'm Mike Schmidt, joined, of course, by my producer, Brett. Hawks evened the game up at 1 last inning with a A.J. Cantu blast over the left field wall. Cantu's seen an uptick in his at-bats in the second half of the season, and he's made them count. Nolan Kemp sets and delivers a pitch to the 3-hitter for the Jaguars, David Steffen. That curveball catches the outside edge, 0-1 count. Steffen started off the Jaguars scoring in the first as he had a 2-out double and then was driven in one batter later. Takes that curveball low and in the dirt, 1-1 count now. Kemper working from the windup, gets his pitch, sets, and then there's the 1-1 pitch. Curveball across the middle of the plate, in for a strike. 1-2 now to Steffen. As you mentioned, the wind's blowing out tonight. A.J. Cantu's didn't need much help, though, as it was an absolute rocket. Here's a tapper to short. Maddox Foss handles it on the run and fires, and great pick there by Drew Benson over at first to retire David Steffen. Something I haven't mentioned enough on these broadcasts is just how great Drew Benson's been over at first base for the Hawks. Absolute backstop over there at first base. He's had a great year at the plate and maybe even better in the field. So Steffen is retired 6-3. That brings up Ben Groders, the catcher for the Jaguars. Kemper gets his pitch, sets, and delivers. That one misses up and away. Both teams throwing their aces here tonight. Kind of anticipated a lower scoring game as the wind really begins to whip. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Curveball that misses, and Nathan Rosenberg hates the call. I hate the call. Coach Bauman hates the call. The crowd hates the call. That's the third questionable ball strike call we've gotten tonight. So Kemper recovers and delivers the 2-0 pitch. Gets a swing and miss from Groders. So it's 2-1 now to Groders. Hawks at standard depth on defense. And there's a fastball up in the zone, gets another swing and miss. 2-2 count now to Groders. Both teams with 2 hits. Jefferson's got the pair of doubles from the first inning. They've been quiet since. Hawks had a single in the first inning from Nolan Kemp. And then that monstrous home run from A.J. Cantu in the third to tie the game. Groders calls for time. Now he gets settled, digging in here, ready for the 2-2 pitch. Kemper shakes off Rosenberg and gets his pitch, sets, and a curveball misses up and away. Full count now to Groders. Beautiful night here at Athletic Park. It's been an absolute pleasure bringing you guys these games here on CHBN. It's been a lot of fun. I want to thank the Grand Slam Club. As that 3-2 pitch is fouled off down the left field line, it's going to get out of play. Nolan Kemp shakes off Rosenberg. Rosenberg will call for time now. Making sure the defense is all lined up where they need to be against the lefty. Bushy, of course, playing kind of shallow right field in the grass. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Kemper sits down Groders for his 4th strikeout of the day.
Now at the plate for the Jaguars, third baseman Noah Panett.
So 2 down now. That brings up Noah Panett. Kemper's got the luxury of having some good defense being played behind him today. The double play that ended the 3rd inning, started by Henry Bushy, was magnificent. And the pick for the first out of this inning by Drew Benson was a really nice play as well, as that fastball misses low and away. 1-0 now to Panett. Kemper working from the stretch, gets it, or from the windup, excuse me. Gets the curveball on the outside edge, evening the count at 1. It's kind of a statement game for the Hawks and Nolan Kemp. No had the no-hitter earlier this year against Edina. He sets and delivers the 1-0 pitch, and that's going to be in on the outside edge. 1-2 now to Panett. Kemper is averaging about 9 strikeouts per outing. Been just magnificent for the Hawks, crucial for their success this year. And Panett will throw the bat at that one. It's handled by Henry Bushy. He delivers a strike to Benson, and the Hawks are out of the 4th inning here. We'll be right back for the bottom half of the 4th on CHBN.
Hi, I'm Emily Rome-Welter.
And I'm Jan Rome of the Rome team. Last year, we were able to help our clients 72 times buy or sell their homes, bringing them to their next real estate chapter.
Sometimes people ask us how we do that. We listen closely to all of our clients, of course, whether they're buyers or sellers, so that we know what their goals are. When you're a seller, we partner with you, come to your home, do a marketing analysis, marketing plan, and help you prepare your home for success. Let us know if we can help you.
Soar Hawks!
Welcome back here on CHBN for the bottom half of the 4th inning for a tie game between the number 1 ranked Jefferson Jaguars and the Chaska Hawks. Both teams locked up at 1. Each team has a pair of hits, and Nolan Kemp digs in for the Hawks against Carter Hansen. Sweeping curveball there by Hansen, in for a strike. Hansen made the Metro West Southern All-Star team for a reason. Been good tonight on the hill. His only hiccup, that bomb he gave up to A.J. Cantu last inning. As that curveball is unable to catch the outside edge. 1-1 count now to Nolan Kemp. No ripped a single in the first inning and then was picked off at first. It's another curveball from Hansen. That one low and inside, 2-1. Both pitchers throwing good mix of pitches. They'll throw anything at any point in the count. They're confident in their control. Hansen working quickly. Misses up in the zone there with a fastball. 3-1 count now to no-no. Hansen gets his pitch and delivers. That one's fouled right back at me here in the booth. It'll bounce off the protective netting and bounce back into play. Luckily for me, because I didn't bring my glove here tonight. So here's the 3-2 pitch from Hansen. Tapper up the middle. Hansen handles it and turns and fires high, but it's handled by O'Brien, the first baseman for the Jaguars, and Nolan Kemp is retired. Since we're thanking our sponsors tonight, I want to again thank Mike Boyle of Unrestricted Marketing. Mike's a great friend. Played softball with him for many years, and one of the nicer guys I've ever met. So thank you to Mike and Unrestricted Marketing. I also want to give a shout out to Cuzzies. Cuzzies in downtown Chaska, great spot for before the game or watching a game. As Benson takes a curveball up in the zone there that just misses, 1-0 count. Hansen working quickly. Misses again, 2-0 now to Benson, the 3-hitter for the Hawks. Benson had a really rare K in his first at-bat. 1 of 3 for Hansen tonight. And that pitch is hit hard down the right field line. It looks to be carrying foul. Jefferson giving chase, and a nice play there by Aiden Shermack to make the catch in foul territory for the Jaguars. So that's 2 quick outs here for the Hawks, and it brings up Nathan Rosenberg. Walking up to Rage Against the Machines, Bulls on Parade. Kind of matches his personality and his demeanor. Rosie takes that curveball on the outside edge. In for a strike. Hansen again working quickly. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball on the outside edge. Gets a swing and miss from Nathan Rosenberg. Rosenberg had a foul-tip strikeout to start the Hawks' second inning. Hansen gets his pitch, and fastball, kind of a throwaway pitch there. 1-2 now to Rosenberg. And here's the 1-2 pitch. That one is fouled off. Looked like it might have hit Rosenberg if he wouldn't have taken a cut at it. Big sweeping curveball there from Hansen. Hansen's curveball is a little different than most the Hawks have seen so far this year. Throws from a 3/4 arm slot, works quickly. That fastball misses up in the zone, 2-2 now. I continue to shout out our sponsors, Schramm House. Great spot to stop pregame or postgame. They've got Bavarian pretzels, pizza, indoor and outdoor seating as Rosenberg takes that one in the dirt. 3-2 count. Also want to give a shout out to Lawn Hand and Bank Vista. Bank Vista helping small businesses in the time of crisis. Lawn Hand, of course, is the father to Brad Hand, the closer for the Washington Nationals, Chaska alum. I played ball with Brad down here at Athletic Park. You'd be proud of what A.J. Cantu did last inning as Rosenberg takes that curveball in for a strike 3. The Hawks are retired here in the 4th inning. We head into the bottom or the top half of the 5th, tied at 1 here on CHBN.
Schramm House overlooks downtown Chaska and Athletic Park with a variety of indoor and outdoor seating with food and drink. Stop by before or after the game. They have an on-site kitchen with pizzas, Bavarian pretzels, and other delicious food. They're also the perfect venue for your next business or family event. That's Schramm House in Chaska.
Bank Vista has hit it out of the park while helping small businesses. Bank Vista is honored to share they have been named Minnesota SBA Leader of the Year for 5 years running. In those 5 years, they have helped hundreds of businesses, resulting in thousands of local jobs and economic growth. Bank smart, bank local, Bank Vista. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're back here on CHBN in this tied game, 1-1, as the Hawks do battle with the number 1 rated Jefferson Jaguars. Nolan Kemp back out on the hill here for the Hawks. He's settled down nicely after that first inning. He's facing off against Sam McKellar. McKellar will take that pitch on the outside edge for a ball. 1-0 count now. McKellar made a nice catch earlier in the game, traveling deep into right center field to rob a hit of from the Hawks. Kemp's able to get that one on the inside edge there, even in the count at 1. Quick game here so far as we're already in the top half of the 5th. Both pitchers working with good pace. There's a 1-1 pitch up in the zone, gets a swing and miss from McKellar. Tommy Hansen doing a little repositioning there on center field, was shaded towards right. Check swing from McKellar, and he did not go on a curveball that the Hawks dugout thought caught the outside edge. So 2-2 now. Kemp gets his pitch from Rosenberg and delivers a fastball. Diving attempt made by Carver Miller. He's unable to make the catch as that ball had a lot of spin on it. He's able to knock it down, though, so the Hawks keep it in the infield after the diving effort there by Miller. But McKellar is aboard.
Next up for Jefferson, first baseman Brendan O'Brien.
So McKellar is aboard. Brendan O'Brien now digging in. He bunted in his last at-bat. Long peak from no-no. So here's the no-out pitch. The runner takes off. Rosenberg delivers the throw a little bit offline, but Henry Bush is there backing up Maddox Foss to keep it in the infield. McKellar is aboard second base now with no outs. Both teams have played a pretty clean game here so far. It's hopefully for the Hawks they can keep that going as the corners are pulled up. That's Benson and Miller. Middle infield set up in double play depth. So there's another bunt, this time to the right side. Miller's able to make the play, flip it over to Benson, but McKellar does advance to third on that bunt attempt. So one down, runner on third. It'll be interesting. Yep, the Hawks are pulling in their infield. Left fielder, an 8-hitter, Sean Limpman in for the Jaguars. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw a suicide squeeze here. Kemp working from the windup. Delivers a curveball that misses on the outside edge, 1-0. Crowd still trickling in here late in this game. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball on the outside edge in for a strike. 1-1 now to Littman. Littman getting his orders. He sets and digs in. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball on the outside edge in for a strike. 1-2 count now to Littman. It's a big out here for Nolan Kemp. Kemper has 4 strikeouts tonight, looking to make it 5. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball on the inside edge, sits down Littman. Great pitch there by Nolan Kemp for his 5th strikeout of the night. That brings up Aiden Shermack, the 9-hitter for the Jaguars. He grounded out to Henry Bushy in his lone at bat. Another big out here for the Hawks as they look to take this one tied into the bottom half of the 5th. Wind still ripping out towards left field as that curveball misses low and inside, 1-0. Still a beautiful night here at Athletic Park. Kemper delivers the 1-0 pitch. That one misses up and in. So 2 down here for the Hawks and a little bit of a jam. McKellar leading off at 3rd. Kemper gets the pitch. Delivers a fastball on the outside edge in for a strike. 2-1 now. Kemper would love to take care of business here with Shermack with the All-Star Bennett McCowan on deck. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fastball swing and a miss on the inside edge. 2-2 now to Shermack. Shermack made that nice play in foul territory to end the Hawks' 4th inning. Kemper shaking off. Yep, Kemp shook off a catcher Rosenberg, and then Shermack called time here. So 2 down, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nolan Kemp sets up, gets his pitch, and delivers. Fastball tapped weakly to the right field side. Another nice play by Benson as he takes that one himself. The Hawks get out of a jam here in the top half of the 5th. We head to the bottom of the 5th in a tie game, 1-1, here on CHBN.
Hi, I'm Emily Rome-Welter.
And I'm Jan Rome of the Rome team.
We're back! We thought you might also want to know we can help you with lots of other real estate needs. For example, we can help you upsize,
Downsize,
build a new home,
find a cabin,
buy land,
relocate out of state.
or sell family property out of state. We're here for all of your real estate needs, so give us a call if we can help.
Soar Hawks!
Welcome back here on CHBN for the bottom half of the 5th inning. The number 1 rated Jefferson Jaguars are in town here at Athletic Park, and they're currently tied up in a battle with the Hawks at 1. Jaguars scored in the 1st inning after two out doubles. Chaska answered with A.J. Cantu home run in the 3rd inning. Looks like we might have a ball here in the outfield. And, yep, they pick it up. Fire it out, and we should be ready. to start the bottom half of the fifth now with Ethan Bachman, the DH for the Hawks. Bachman grounded out to the pitcher in his only at-bat here tonight. It'd be really nice if the Hawks could get something going here. Hansen catches a curveball on the inside edge for a strike. 0-1 count now to Bachman. And here's the one. And that pitch misses on the inside edge. Bachman narrowly avoiding it. 1-1 count now. I want to give a shout out to Jeremy Rosenberg and Andy Benson, who've kind of put everything together here for this CHBN broadcast all year long. Members of the Chaska Grand Slam Dugout Club. A lot of the prep work that's done behind the scenes has been done by Jeremy and Andy, as well as helping out with the camera work as well. So thank you guys so much for helping us bring this game to so many people. Bachman's able to tap that one back foul. 1-2 count now. Ethan looking to get on board here, and maybe lightning can strike twice for AJ Cantu, who's on. He's in the hole. Henry Bushy's on deck. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Bachman. Fastball misses just on the outside edge. The Jaguars fans don't love the call. It's a 2-2 count now to Bachman. Throws the bat out at it. Hit weakly to second base. He digs down to first, but is unable to beat it out as David Steffen for the Jaguars is there to make the play. So Bachman's retired 4-3. And that brings up Henry Bushy, who's made a couple nice plays out in the field for the Hawks tonight.
Second baseman, Henry Bushy.
Well, we get a second year. I want to give a shout out to the Rome team at Edina Realty, Emily and Jan. They've been amazing sponsors for the baseball season, football season, boys and girls basketball. Emily and Jan have been great for the Hawks programs forever. So thank you to Emily and Jan at the Rome team at Edina Realty. As Bushy takes strike one there on the outside edge. And here's the 0-1 pitch. That one catches the outside edge as well, four-seamer. 0-2 now to Henry Bushy. Bushy flew out to center field and is only at bat. That one's tapped down the right field line. It's trailing foul, and O'Brien's unable to make the play for the Jaguars over there. The first baseman gave chase. Overran the ball, wasn't able to make a play on it. So Bushy's still alive here with one out in the bottom half of the fifth. Besides the home run from Cantu, Henry Bushy's got the play of the game on a tough one-hopper that he was able to turn into a double play for the Hawks. This is the 0-2 pitch, and fastball on the outside edge from Hansen's able to sit down Bushy, 2 down now. AJ Cantu digging in. His home run in the fourth or the third inning tied things up for the Hawks. He swings at the first pitch here. Oh, and gets a board after error there by the Jefferson Jaguars. David Steffen was unable to get underneath that pop fly, that infield pop fly, and AJ Cantu's aboard. So the Hawks get a little luck there to extend the inning. And AJ Cantu's aboard. Decent lead here. Hansen's got a good pickoff move, and that one's hit to left center field, and it looks like it might be, and it is down for the Hawks. Cantu's on his horse, and he slides into third, safe. Maddox Foss into second base standing up. So with 2 outs here, the Hawks have runners on second and third. That's AJ Cantu and Maddox Foss. And that brings up 9-hitter Tommy Hansen. Big opportunity here for Tommy Hansen.
Next up for the Hawks, center fielder Thomas Hansen.
So Groders, the catcher for the Jaguars, goes out there to settle down Hansen a little bit. after two two-out hits for the Hawks. We got runners in scoring position now. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw a drag bunt here by Tommy Hansen down the first base line. Maybe a little suicide squeeze. Hansen's got great wheels. Here's the pitch. That one misses low and away. Great play there by Groders to block that ball. Saved the Jaguars a run. Big time play there by Groders. Third baseman for the Jaguars is up. First baseman at standard depth. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Hit high into center field, drifting towards left. Jaguars are there, and they're able to get out of the jam as the left fielder, Sean Littman, is able to get under that and retire the Hawks here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. So we head to the top half of the 6th, 1-1. We'll be right back on CHBN.
Cuzzy's Brick House in Chaska is the ideal spot to meet up with family and friends for great food. Watch the big game on 13 HD TVs. Extensive menu features wood fire pizza, chops, ribs, steak, pasta, charbroiled burgers, sandwiches, daily specials, full breakfast menu on the weekend, and country cooking. Cuzzy's Brick House is perfect for large groups, sports teams, or special occasions. Visit Cuzzies.com or join us at Cuzzy's Brick House on Old Highway 212 in Chaska.
Bank Vista has hit it out of the park while helping small businesses. Bank Vista is honored to share they have been named Minnesota SBA Leader of the Year for 5 years running. In those 5 years, they have helped hundreds of businesses, resulting in thousands of local jobs and economic growth. Bank smart, bank local, Bank Vista. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Schramm House overlooks downtown Chaska and Athletic Park with a variety of indoor and outdoor seating with food and drink. Stop by before or after the game. They have an on-site kitchen with pizzas, Bavarian pretzels, and other delicious food. They're also the perfect venue for your next business or family event. That's Schramm House in Chaska.
Welcome back here on CHBN as we've got a great game on this beautiful Tuesday night here down at Athletic Park. Hawks locked in with the Jefferson Jaguars tied at 1. Jaguars ranked number 1 coming into this game with a record of 12-1. They have their ace on the hill in Carter Hansen. Leadoff hitter Brett McCown starting it off for this in the 6th inning for the Jaguars. Takes a strike on the outside edge from no count. No activity right now in either bullpen, and I can understand why. Both pitchers have been kind of cruising. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Curveball hit hard to left field. So Bennett McCown is aboard and takes a hard turn towards second base. He'll retreat back to first after the leadoff single. So McCown, after the walk in the last at-bat, singles here. And that brings up Carter Hansen. Carter Hansen was absolutely robbed of a base hit in his last at-bat on a great play by Henry Bushy. So Bennett McCown's aboard after the leadoff single. He's got good speed on the base pass. The shortstop for the Jaguars, Southwest Metro All-Star. No fires over to Benson at first, trying to get him. And McCown, is underneath the tag and safe. Wind still blowing out to left. Hansen, the lefty, digs in. No peeks over at first, sets and delivers. That one's fouled off down the left field line. That's going to get out of play. So an 0-1 count now to Hansen. No, shaking out, and Hansen calls time again. That's about the 3rd time this game Hansen's called time. It's been the only slow part of this game so far as the Jaguars batters calling time frequently. So No gets his pitch, peeks over at first, sets, and fires over to one. And, McCown just barely beats the tag back after a great move there by Nolan Kemp. Hawks fans thought he had him. So still 0-1 count here to Carter Hansen. McCown with another decent-sized lead over at first. Kemp sets and delivers. Fastball misses up and away. This is one of the tighter games the Jefferson Jaguars have had so far this year. Locked at one. Kemper sets and delivers a curveball that is hit hard to right field. Looks to be drifting foul. Ben Carter giving chase. Settles under it, makes a circus catch against the fence. Absolutely magnificent play by Ben Carter. Makes the catch, runs into the wall. Fires it back in. The runner does advance to second on that magnificent grab there by Ben Carter, but that's a big out. Hawks check to see if he left early at first. Umpire gives a safe call. Another great defensive play here for the Hawks. Benny Carter this time as he ran chest first into the fence on the right field wall to make that play in foul territory. McCowan did advance on the play. So one out now. No Kemp misses on a fastball up in the zone to David Steffen. Steffen started the Jaguars scoring off. He had a 2-out double in the first and was driven in on a double following up right after him by Ben Grodertz. So Kemp peeks over at second and delivers. Fastball hit back over the backstop, out of play. 1-1 count now to Steffens. Steffen had an error in the last inning. It almost cost the Jaguars, but they were able to pitch their way out of that jam. No gets his pitch. Peeks back at second base. Long peek over at second base. Sets and delivers. Curveball misses just on the outside edge. So 2-1 now to Steffen. McCown's speed definitely playing a role on the base paths. Kemper gets his pitch, sets, and quickly delivers. Fastball in for a strike, 2-2 now to the third hitter for the Jaguars. Both pitchers throwing well here tonight. 1 run allowed each. 4 hits for Jefferson, 3 for the Chaska Hawks. And that curveball is tapped and it catches Rosenberg in the thigh. He's going to try to walk this one off as the ump gives him a little extra time walking the ball out to no count. We know Big Rosie behind the plate, though. He's a tough kid. He should be all right as he looks to have shaken that one off. So still 2-2 here to Steffen. Steffen grounded out to short last at bat. Flag's starting to twist out in center field. Wind still blowing out. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fastball gets the swing and miss. Strike 3. Great job there by No Kemp to battle. So 6 strikeouts for both starting pitchers. And Bauman coming out here to have a conversation with No Kemp. Still not a lot of activity in the Chaska bullpen. Chaska discussing strategy now with 2 outs and the runner on second. No motion to make any pitching changes. Coach Bauman knows that this is a big out, so he just wanted to go out there, talk to his boys, settle everyone down, make sure they all knew their jobs. Bauman's coaching this year has been just spectacular. He's done a great job of handling a fairly young team with almost little to no experience. Coming into this year, the Hawks didn't really know what they had as far as players go because they didn't have any varsity experience. And with the winning record so far, the Hawks have had a great season. So that brings up Noah Pettit. His Grodert's there, I guess. We reached on a walk. I thought it was a strikeout. That curveball misses, and the runner advances to third. So first and third now here for the Hawks. 2 outs. Noah Pettit up. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses on the outside edge. 2-0 now to Pettit. So still 2 outs here for the Hawks. Jaguars have a runner in scoring position. That's Bennett McCown, as well as a runner on first. It's Grodert's. Fastball catches the outside edge in for a strike. Kemper takes a long look over at first, sets, and delivers the 2-1 pitch. The runner takes off to second as it's fouled back off the backstop. 2-2 count now. No, Kemp looking to pitch his way out of this jam. Big out here for the Hawks. Top half of the 6th inning, 2 down. Kemper sets, and there's another foul ball off the backstop. Still 2-2 as the runner will retreat back to first base after taking off. Coach Bauman telling Kemper to forget about the runner, just focus on that hitter. Kemp peeks over at 1 and delivers. Curveball and misses just high. Sneaks away from Rosenberg, but Jefferson's unable to advance from third as McCowan decided to stay put. As that ball just snuck past Nathan Rosenberg. So the runner does advance to second on that pass ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top half of the 6th inning. Nolan Kemp facing off against Noah Pettit. Kemper shaking off Rosenberg, gets his pitch, sets, and delivers. Curveball misses low and away, and the bases are loaded now for the Jaguars.
Next up for Jefferson, center fielder Sam Malika.
So that brings up Sam Malika, center fielder for the Jaguars. He had a base hit in his last at-bat. Bushy retreating to kind of shallow right field at the second base position. Kemper delivers a fastball up in the zone, gets the swing and miss from Melika. Good start there from No Kemp. So the base is loaded here in the top half of the 6th inning. This game, of course, brought to you by the Rome team at Edina Realty. Kemper shaking off Rosenberg behind the plate, finally gets his pitch, sets, and delivers. Suicide squeeze attempt, bunted foul on a fastball up and in. Malika seemed to be just trying to get out of the way of that one, and he made contact and bunted it foul. Bold choice there for the Jaguars, attempting the suicide squeeze with the bases loaded. So 0-2 now. Nolan Kemp working from the windup. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Curveball, buckles the knees, doesn't catch the outside edge. No thought he had him as he was trotting off the field. Chaska dugout and fans letting the ump hear it again. So the crowd's fired up now. 1-2, 2 down here to Malachi. Or Malacha, excuse me. Kemp sets and delivers. Fastball, outside edge, doesn't get it. Kemper thought he had him there again. Chaska crowd standing up, hoping for a strike call there. So now it's 2-2 to Maleka. Kemper gets his pitch, sets, and here's the 2-2 pitch. Fastball, that one just misses on the outside edge. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top half of the 6th inning. Both sides fired up, a lot of chatter. Kemper gets his pitch, sets and delivers. That's tapped down the first base side, and it's going to trickle just foul as Benson fields it about a foot into foul territory. All Jaguars running on the pitch. So still a full count here to Maleka. Big leads from all the Jaguars runners as No Kemp is working from the windup. Sets and delivers. That one's nubbed right back to No Kemp as he makes a one-handed grab, pitching his way out of the jam. The crowd loves it. Chaska's dugout absolutely loves it. No Kemp battles out of a full base situation. Great job there by the Hawks to sneak out of that inning. Still tied here at 1. We'll be right back here on CHBN for the bottom half of the 6th.
Hi, I'm Emily Rome-Welter.
And I'm Jan Rome of the Rome team. We're back.
We thought you might also want to know we can help you with lots of other real estate needs. For example, we can help you upsize,
Downsize,
build a new home,
find a cabin,
buy land,
relocate out of state.
or sell family property out of state. We're here for all of your real estate needs, so give us a call if we can help.
Soar Hawks!
Welcome back here on CHBN for an absolutely electric game here between the Chaska Hawks and the #1 rated Jefferson Jaguars. We carry a 1-1 tie here into the bottom half of the 6th inning. Carter Hansen still on the hill here for the Jaguars. He's got 6 strikeouts and has only really made 1 mistake. It was the solo home run to A.J. Cantu. He's facing off against Carver Miller for the Hawks. Miller takes that curveball on the inside edge for a ball. 1-0 count. No activity right now in the Jaguars bullpen. Looks like Steinhoff is up for the Hawks in case they need him. The 1-0 pitch. That one fastball that catches the inside edge. Miller didn't love the call. I don't blame him. There's that one looked to have missed the plate, but it's in for a strike, even in the count at 1. Miller hits a line drive to second, and it's handled by second baseman David Steffen. And Miller is retired. So that brings up No Kemp, the pitcher for the Hawks, looking to give himself a lead here. With 1 down in the bottom of the 6th. That's a line drive right up the middle, in for a base hit. No Kemp aboard now with 1 down. That's Kemp's second single right up the middle tonight.
Is catcher, first baseman Drew Benson.
So that brings up big Drew Benson. First baseman here for the Hawks. Benson is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fly out to right field. Hansen sets. Not much of a lead here for No Kemp. He got picked off in the first. Fastball in the top portion of the strike zone. Swing and miss by Benson. I'm predicting either a Benson or a Rosenberg home run here this inning to give the Hawks a lead. Wind blowing out to left as Hansen sets and delivers. Curveball low and in the dirt. Kemp thought about taking off but retreats back to first after Grodertz behind the plate for the Jaguars made a nice play there. Looks like Maddox Foss also up in the bullpen for the Hawks. So here's the 1-1 pitch from Hansen. Hit hard to center field on an absolute rope, but right at center fielder, Maleka. So Benson's retired after a hard hit ball to center field. That ball was tattooed, but it was unfortunately right at Maleka in center field. So that brings up Nathan Rosenberg. 0 for 2 tonight, 2 strikeouts. Rosie's bats really come on here in the second half of the year. Been hitting the ball well to all fields. No Kemp with a modest lead over at first. Hansen sets and delivers and gets a fastball on the outside edge in for a strike. 0-1 now to Rosenberg. Hansen gets his pitch. Peeks over at Kemp. And delivers. Curveball that misses low and inside, evening the count at 1. The Jaguars fans don't like the call. Sean Littman giving Rosenberg the respect he's due out in left field, playing just off the fence out in left. Hard hit ball to short. It's going to be handled by Bennett McCown, and Kemper's got out at second on the fielder's choice. So after that, it's 1-1. We head into the bottom half, or the top half of the 7th inning here on CHBN. We'll be right back.
Bank Vista has hit it out of the park while helping small businesses. Bank Vista is honored to share they have been named Minnesota SBA Leader of the Year for 5 years running. In those 5 years, they have helped hundreds of businesses, resulting in thousands of local jobs and economic growth. Bank smart. Bank local. Bank Vista. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Schramm House overlooks downtown Chaska and Athletic Park with a variety of indoor and outdoor seating with food and drink. Stop by before or after the game. They have an on-site kitchen with pizzas, Bavarian pretzels, and other delicious food. They're also the perfect venue for your next business or family event. That's Schramm House in Chaska.
Welcome back here on CHBN. I'm Mike Schmidt, joined by my producer Brett in this electric game. It's tied at 1 as we head to the top half of the 7th inning. A few substitutions here for the Hawks. No Kemp moving out to right field after throwing an absolute gem against the number 1 rated team in the state. He had 6 strikeouts in 6 innings.
6 innings pitched, scattered 4 hits, allowed 1 run.
Got Sammy Streeter in now at second base. Henry Bushy moving from second to short, and Maddox Foss, the shortstop, takes over on the hill here for the Hawks.
On the 7th inning for the Jaguars, first baseman Brendan O'Brien.
And Brandon O'Brien leading off for the Jaguars. He's the first baseman. He's attempted 2 bunts so far in this game. Bushy takes a tough line drive towards Bushy, unable to handle it off a short hop. And O'Brien is aboard for the Jaguars here to start the 7th. Kind of nubbed that one, a little lazy line drive that just one hopped on Bushy. He wasn't able to get it in the air and then couldn't handle it off the short hop. So the Jaguars are aboard. They got a runner on first. That one's going to be scored to hit it. If you're keeping track at home, and that brings up Sean Littman. Littman with a bunt right back to Maddox Foss. Fires a strike over to Benson at 1. So the Hawks have an out here now in the 7th inning. That did advance Brendan O'Brien to second base, however.
Next up, the right fielder, Aiden Shermack.
So that brings up 9-hitter Aiden Shermack. It looks like the Jaguars are maybe looking to make a change here. So we're going to see a pitch runner here for Brandon O'Brien. It's going to be number 9, Alex Cruzen. We've seen him pitch run a couple times here so far for the Jaguars. We know he's got good speed.
Number 9 is Alex Cruzen.
So Aiden Shermack, the 9-hitter for the Jaguars, digging in. Foss gets his pitch, peeks back at second, and delivers. Fastball in for a strike. Good job there by Foss, the sophomore, to get ahead in this count. Got to have this out here with 2 Metro South All-Stars coming up next, and McCown and Hanson. Shermack's calling time here. So Sammy Streeter holding the runner at second. Nolan Kemp coming in right field. Nobody's playing too deep in the outfield, and here's the pitch. Hit hard back to Foss. Foss thought about going after the runner at second, but takes the easy out at 1. So Cruzan does advance to third, and that brings up Bennett McCown.
Next up, shortstop, Bennett McCown.
So McCown's got a walk and a hit. He also flew out to short in his first at bat. Maddox Foss back working out of the windup. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw a suicide squeeze here. We know McCown's got great speed, but he's also got a great bat, so he might not want to take that out of his hands. Curveball, foul tip, in for strike 1. Looks like the Jaguars are going to let McCown swing away here, even with Carver, Miller, and Benson playing deep at the corners. Foss shakes off Rosenberg twice, gets his pitch, sets, and delivers. Fastball on the outside edge, in for strike 2. 0-2 count now to McCown. Big situation here for the sophomore Foss. Crowd on their feet here, looking to get this final out of the 7th inning. Still no activity in the bullpen for the Jaguars. Looks like they're going to be sticking with Carter Hansen. Fastball on the outside edge, sits down Bennett McCown. We head to the bottom half of the 7th inning, still tied here at 1. The Hawks with a chance to steal the game against the number 1 rated Jefferson Jaguars. We'll be right back here on CHBN.
Hi, I'm Emily Rome-Welter.
And I'm Jan Rome of the Rome team.
We're back! We thought you might also want to know we can help you with lots of other real estate needs. For example, we can help you upsize,
Downsize,
build a new home,
find a cabin,
buy land,
relocate out of state.
or sell family property out of state. We're here for all of your real estate needs, so give us a call if we can help.
Soar Hawks!
Welcome back here for the bottom half of the 7th inning in this 1-1 game between the Chaska Hawks and the number 1 rated Jefferson Jaguars. Absolutely great pitching by both sides so far tonight. Carter Hansen throwing for the Jaguars, still on the hill here in the 7th inning. On the other side, Nolan Kemp, and Maddox Foss have thrown a great game combined. No went the first 6, and Foss came in the 7th to shut the door on the Jaguars. Benny Carter pitch hitting for the Hawks as he takes a strike on the outside edge. Carter pitch hitting for Bachman. This is going to be his first at-bat of the game. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball again on the outside edge, in for a strike. Carter didn't love it. So 2 strikes here. Carter looking to shorten up the swing and takes a pitch up in the zone. 1-2 now to Carter. Hansen wasting no time. Misses on the outside edge there. 2-2 now. I'd watch out for that sweeping curveball here now from Carter Hansen. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fastball again, missed on the outside edge. 3-2 now to Benny Carter for the Hawks. Big situation here for the senior. Heading to Vancouver Island University next year in Canada. It's the 3-2 pitch. Throws the bat at it, fouls it down the right field line. Drifting back fair and just barely ruled foul. Landed about a foot foul. So Carter fights that one off. Still 3 balls, 2 strikes. The foul line doesn't exactly extend all the way down to that right field pole. That was an interesting call. I thought it might have landed fair with the wind's help. Regardless, Carter back in the batter's box here for the Hawks. And here's the 3-2 pitch. That one's tapped, and it's going to remain fair. Carter hustling down the first base side, gets barely beat out by the throw as he dives head first, Nick Punto style. So 1 out now for the Hawks after Carter's retired. Good hustle there by Carter. That brings up shortstop Henry Bushy. Bushy flew out to deep center field and struck out so far in this game. Takes that fastball up and away. 1-0 count out of Bushy. Carter Hansen doesn't seem to be losing much velocity out there for the Jaguars. That pitch was up there in the mid to high 80s. There's another fastball that missed just up. Maybe you want to see a strike here if you're Bushy. The count at 2-0. Hansen sets and delivers, misses low and inside. It's going to sneak past the catcher. 3-0 now to Bushy. I'm assuming Bushy's going to get the take sign here. I wouldn't hate a fake, just a bunt attempt and a pullback here, just to maybe throw Hansen off. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Missed on the outside edge, up and away. So Bushy's aboard with 1 out here for the Hawks. Good at bat there by Henry Bushy, making sure he gets his pitch. That's going to bring up left fielder A.J. Cantu, who's got the Hawks' only run of the game as he blasted to a third inning home run over the left field wall, 340 feet. It's been the only real mistake that Hansen's made for the Jaguars as they want to go visit at the mound. So Bushy's aboard. I wouldn't anticipate a steal here. Hansen does have a dynamite pickoff maneuver. I'm sure Bushy will shorten up the lead over at first. Ben Grodert's behind the mound, or behind the plate's got a good arm on him as well. So if the Hawks want to score here, they're going to probably have to do it themselves. The Jefferson Jaguars don't make many mistakes. That's why they're 12-1 this year. So A.J. Cantu digging in. Hopefully magic can happen here again in the 7th inning. As Hansen sets and delivers, big swing by Cantu, just missed. Foul tip back. 0-1 count now for A.J. Cantu. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball catches the outside edge. 0-2 now to A.J. Cantu. Maddox Foss waiting in the batter's box here for the Hawks. Wind still blowing out to left field. We know A.J. Cantu's got the power to do it. Let's see if lightning can strike twice. Hansen sets. And here's the 0-2 delivery. Fouled straight back against the backstop. Bouncing back into play. I would anticipate either a curveball here or maybe a fastball up high in the zone. Nothing easy for Cantu to hit. So Hansen sets, and here's the 0-2 delivery. Curveball gets Cantu swing and miss. Bushy's going to dive back to first and is in safe there after the snap throw from Groders.
There is the pitcher, Maddox Foss.
So 7 strikeouts now for Hansen. That brings up the pitcher, Maddox Foss. Foss has a strikeout and a single. Lays off that high fastball. The check swing does not go. 1-0 count out of Foss. He's looking to help himself out. Jefferson's outfield all playing very deep. Doing what they can to avoid the extra base hit. As Foss throws the bat at that one and fouls it down the right field line out of play. We'll give another shout out to the Rome team and Cuzzies and Unrestricted Marketing as well as Bank Vista. Schramm House as well. Our sponsors all year. So here's the 1-1 pitch. Curveball catches the outside edge. 1-2 now to Foss. Still tied at 1. 2 down here for the Hawks. Bushy gets a little bit bigger lead over at 1 now. And here's the 1-2 pitch. Bushy takes off. That one's fouled down the right field line out of play. Like the aggression there for the Hawks on the base pass, sending Bushy. Be interesting to see if Hansen keeps a better eye over at first now. At the very least, it gives them something to think about. We know Maddox Foss has power to drive the ball out of the park. He had a home run in his first varsity at bat. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Curveball, foul tip, and the catcher Groders holds on to it. Hansen chirping at the Chaska Hawks dugout as we're going to head into extra innings. We'll be right back for the top half of the 8th in this 1-1 game.
Cuzzy's Brick House in Chaska is the ideal spot to meet up with family and friends for great food. Watch the big game on 13 HD TVs. Extensive menu features wood fire pizza, chops, ribs, steak, pasta, charbroiled burgers, sandwiches, daily specials, full breakfast menu on the weekend, and country cooking. Cuzzy's Brick House is perfect for large groups, sports teams, or special occasions. Visit Cuzzies.com or join us at Cuzzy's Brick House on Old Highway 212 in Chaska.
Bank Vista has hit it out of the park while helping small businesses. Bank Vista is honored to share they have been named Minnesota SBA Leader of the Year for 5 years running. In those 5 years, they have helped hundreds of businesses, resulting in thousands of local jobs and economic growth. Bank smart, bank local, Bank Vista. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Schramm House overlooks downtown Chaska and Athletic Park with a variety of indoor and outdoor seating with food and drink. Stop by before or after the game. They have an on-site kitchen with pizzas, Bavarian pretzels, and other delicious food. They're also the perfect venue for your next business or family event. That's Schramm House in Chaska.
Welcome back here on CHBN. I'm Mike Schmidt with my producer Brad, as we've got some free baseball for you here tonight. We head into the top half of the 8th inning. Chaska Hawks tied up with the #1 rated Jefferson Jaguars at 1. That brings up pitcher Carter Hansen for the Jaguars. Maddox Foss just misses on the four-seamer on the outside edge. 1-0 count now to Hansen. Foss took over after Nono Kemp went 6 strong innings. And he gets a fastball up in the zone for a swing and miss there by Carter Hansen. Hansen's got a strikeout. He grounded into a double play after Henry Bushy made a great play at second base earlier in the game, and he also has a fly out to center field, right field. Ben Carter made a great play in foul territory to retire him in the last at bat. And Carter calls time for what feels like the ninth time tonight. So 1-1 now. Foss on the hill. Carter Hansen digging in. And that's a curveball that misses low. 2-1 now to Carter Hansen. Foss gets his pitch and misses on the four-seamer on the outside edge. 3-1 now to Carter Hansen. Both crowds getting a little bit more chirpy as the game goes on. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Fastball in for a strike. Three and two now as the sophomore Foss having no problems going to battle with the Metro South All-Star, Carter Hansen. And there's the 10th time call for Carter Hansen. Full count, no outs. Foss gets his pitch, and he delivers. Fastball misses up in the zone. Hansen trots down to first base.
Next up, second baseman, David Steffen.
That brings up David Steffen. He's got a double here tonight. That happened in the first inning. Hansen gets his lead from first. Foss looking in as the wind shifts out to right field now. Hard hit ball into the gap after stepping squared up to bunt, pulled it back, and then ripped the ball into the hole left behind as the Hawks were looking to cover the bunt. And the ball sneaks past, yep, nothing, no harm, no foul. There's the ball snuck past Maddox Foss. Time now called on the play. Good heads-up play there by Chaska's own Metro South All-Star. Nathan Rosenberg to chase after that one, not allowing the runners to advance. Ben Groder, it's now the hitter for the Jaguars as Foss looks to picture himself out of a little bit of a jam here in the 8th inning. Time called by Groderts. And that's going to bring Bauman out to the hill. No activity in the Hawks bullpen, but we did see Anthony Steinoff, the lengthy lefty, warming up earlier in the game. He might be ready to go at a moment's notice if need be. So with that break, I want to, again, it's sponsorship night as this is the last regular season game here on CHPN. Shout out to Emily and Jan at the Rome team of Edina Realty. Bank Vista, Lawn Hand, running things down in downtown Chaska. Mike Boyle in Unrestricted Marketing, the Schramm House, and Cuzzy's Brick House. They've been our season-long sponsors here, bringing you each and every game. I know a lot of family from out of town. Heather Miller watched a lot of games out in Seattle. My grandma Helen's watching at home right now. She's unable to make it down to the ballpark, watching her grandson Ethan. So thank you to all of our sponsors. So Grodert's digging in. Runners on first and second. No outs here for the Hawks in the top half of the 8th. Here's the pitch. Hit hard to left field. Hawks giving chase. A.J. Cantu unable to get to it. That's going to play score a pair of runs for the Jaguars. So Groderts with a big double driving in 2 runs for the Jaguars. They take the 3-1 lead here in the top half of the 8th. Coach Bauman telling the Hawks out in the outfield to kind of settle down a little bit here, hit the reset button. They're still okay, down 2 runs now. And we got a pitch runner here at second base. That's number 13, Braden Ebling, running for the Jaguars. So that's Grodert's second double. Grodert now with all 3 RBIs for Jefferson. Foss gets his pitch and delivers. Curveball in the dirt. Saying that the batter took a check swing at it, called strike. Noah Panetta is up. He walked in his last at-bat. Also grounded out to second and struck out in his first at-bat. So Foss sets and delivers. Curveball tapped up the middle. Carver Miller makes the play, fires over to Benson at 1. He's unable to make that scoop though. Would have been an incredibly difficult play for Benson, but the Hawks still don't have an out here in the 8th. Tough play there for Carver Miller, coming across the field, throwing across his body, unable to deliver a strike. Benson did a good job to keep that one in front of him, but he's unable to make the scoop. So first and third now for the Jaguars. Still no outs here for the Hawks in the top half of the 8th inning. Chaska trails 3-1 now. After that Grodert's double. Full moon starting to peek out here in center field. There's the pitch. Hit hard down the right field line. It's going to carry foul. 0-1 count now for Maleka. Maleka flew out to Nolan Kemp in his last at-bat. And Kemper was still pitching. Little umpire realignment here. Foss peeks over at 1 and delivers. Curveball low and in the dirt, even in the count at 1. So Foss shakes off Rosenberg, now gets his pitch, sets and delivers. The runner takes off to second. Rosenberg lets him go, holding on to that one. Smart play there by Rosenberg, not wanting the Jaguars to extend the lead any further on a double steal. So the umpires discussing positioning on the field here as the Hawks bring in their infield. Coach Bauman wants the second base hump to be set up behind the second baseman, not in front of him. Umps are discussing it. And it looks like the second base umpire will retreat to behind Sammy Streeter. So 1-2 now to Maleka. Hawks infield is in with the runners on second and third. Foss goes back to the windup instead of the stretch. And here's the pitch. Curveball on the outside edge. Doesn't quite catch the corner. Two now to Maleka as Foss sets and delivers. Fastball misses on the outside edge. 3-2 now. Full count. Beautiful night here down at Athletic Park. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Fastball and Maleka walks.
The batter's first baseman, Brandon O'Brien.
Brandon O'Brien now digging in for the Jaguars, the first baseman. He had a base hit in his last at-bat. Foss sets and delivers. Fastball up in the zone, gets a swing and miss. Good start for Foss. Foss might need a strikeout or a double play here to help get out of this rough inning. Foss steps off. Jefferson's dugout letting him hear it. So Foss gets his pitch, and here's the 0-1 delivery. Fastball misses just on the outside edge. Rosenberg framed it, thought he might have got one there, but he didn't. 1-1 now. And here's Foss with the 1-1 pitch, missing up and away. 2-1 now to O'Brien as this game's starting to slow down a little bit. Foss gets his pitch, and here's the 2-1 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. 2-2 now for Maddox Foss. O'Brien has 2 bunt attempts tonight, not reaching on either one, and then that single I spoke about earlier. Here's the 2-2 pitch, missing up and away. Full count now with the bases loaded. Come on, Maddox, let's pitch our way out of this one. Gets his pitch, and here's the 3-2, and delivers a strike on the upper half of the zone. Good job there by Maddox Foss. So Brandon O'Brien will sit down.
Next up, fielder Sean Whitman.
8 strikeouts now for the Hawks pitchers. That's 2 for Foss, and that brings up Sean Lippman. Here's the pitch. Check swing, and he goes. Strike 1. Foss starting to settle down now here. Wind still swirling at Athletic. Can't seem to pick up a direction now. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Curveball in the dirt. It's going to sneak by. It is in for a strike, but the Jaguars runners will advance, and they'll score another run there. So Brandon Ebling comes across for the Jaguars. They extend the lead out to 4-1. Foss was able to get the strike there, though. There's Lippman at a check swing. Might have been a little miscommunication there on that pass ball. Rosenberg goes out to have a little conversation with Foss. So runners on second and third, 1 down. Hawks trail 4-1 here in the top half of the 8th. Here's the pitch. Fastball up in the zone, and that's a take. So 1-2 now for Lippman. No activity in the Jaguars bullpen. They look to be sticking with Carter Hansen for this whole game. Curveball in the dirt, gets a strike. And Rosenberg delivers a strike down to 1 after that. Fastball in the dirt, he picked it up and throws out the runner at first. So that's strikeout number 9 now for the Hawks.
Batteries right fielder Aiden Shermack.
So with the full moon peeking out now here at Athletic Park, that brings up Aiden Shermack, the 9-hitter for the Jaguars. The Hawks look to get out of here with limiting the damage to just 3 runs. Time is called by Shermack as we have a chopper flying over Athletic Park here. Here's the pitch. Fastball catches the outside edge, in for a strike. Two down, 0-1 now to Shermack. Foss shakes off Rosenberg twice. Gets his pitch, and here it is. Tapper up the middle. Sammy Streeter looking to make a great play. Jumps, throws off his back foot. Unable to get the runner at first. Great effort to keep it in the infield, though, by Sammy Streeter. Saved a run for the Hawks, but the Jaguars do extend the lead out to 5-1 here. Plating 4 in this 8th inning.
Batter is Bennett Apollo.
So after the infield single, 1st and 3rd now for the Jaguars. Rosenberg giving his signals to his infielders with the 1st and 3rd situation. That brings up Bennett McCown, the all-star shortstop for the Jaguars. Hawks employing a little bit of a shift here. Sammy Streeter playing heads up on second base. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses on the outside edge. So 1-0 now to McCown with 2 down. McCown struck out in his last at-bat. Foss peeks over at 1 and delivers. Fastball looked to have caught the outside corner and called a ball. 2-0 now to McCown. Chaska crowd letting the home plate umpire hear it. Foss sets and delivers. That one's hit sky high. Shortstop giving chase. Tommy Hansen, the center fielder, also giving chase. Hansen settles underneath. Oh no, he can't make the play. So the Jaguars play 2 there as Hansen fires it back into the Hawks infield. The swirling winds that I've spoke about all game gave Tommy Hansen fits there. He wasn't able to make the play in shallow center field, and the Jaguars score 2 more. So after being locked in a 1-1 game for 7 innings, the Jaguars score 6 here in the top half of the 8th and take a 7-1 lead. It's a second error now here for the Hawks. And Carter Hansen digs in for the Jaguars. That one fouled straight back right at our faces here. Thank you, protective netting. 0-1 count now to Carter Hansen. So with the big lead, still no activity in the Jaguars bullpen. They seem content to ride it out with Hansen in this game. Foss sets and delivers. Curveball low and in the dirt. Nice sliding stop there by Rosenberg. They check with the second base ump, and he says that Carter Hansen was able to check up that swing, so 1-0 or 1-1 count now to Hansen. Here's the pitch, hit hard right at Sammy Streeter. He's unable to make the play though, so that's going to score McCown, and that extends the lead 8-1 now for the Jefferson Jaguars. You can see why this Jaguars team is ranked number 1 in the state. They play a crisp game. Keeping their bats in check is not an easy task as they've busted out here in the 8th inning for 7 runs. So Foss looking to pitch himself out of this inning. Fires to David Steffens, and that's fouled off down the right field line. Drew Benson giving chase, and he's able to make the play. So 7 runs scored here in the top half of the 8th. The Hawks have their work cut out for them in the bottom half of the 8th if they want to extend this game or to win it. We'll be right back here on CHBN.
Hi, I'm Emily Rome-Welter.
And I'm Jan Rome of the Rome team. Last year, we were able to help our clients 72 times buy or sell their homes, bringing them to their next real estate chapter.
Sometimes people ask us how we do that. We listen closely to all of our clients, of course, whether they're buyers or sellers, so that we know what their goals are. When you're a seller, we partner with you, come to your home, do a marketing analysis, marketing plan, and help you prepare your home for success. Let us know if we can help you.
Soar Hawks!
Ready, here we go.
Welcome back here on CHBN for the bottom half of the 8th inning. The Hawks trailing now 8-1 after the 7-run top half of the 8th for the Jefferson Jaguars. Tommy Hansen leading off here for the Hawks. The Jaguars have made several defensive changes, including bringing Noah Pettit Into pitch. Carter Hansen, who threw the first 7 innings for the Jaguars, is out in center field now. As that ball is fouled off and caught. 0-1 count now to Tommy Hansen. And there's another foul tip out of play. Noah Pennant started the game at third base for the Jaguars, coming into pitch in this 8th inning. With the game, the Jaguars with a 7-run lead. They're giving Carter Hansen, their horse, a little bit of rest as that pitch misses outside. 1-2 now to Tommy Hansen. Absolutely gorgeous night here at Athletic Park, crystal clear. Chaska ends their regular season Thursday night at Chanhassen. That'll be a great game to attend. That changeup misses outside, up and away. 2-2 now to Hansen. Hawks have to get something going early here if they want to make this a game. They battled the number 1 Jaguars for 7 innings and then just blinked there a little bit in the 8th. As Hansen takes another ball, full count now, 3-2. Good to see Dale and Eric Welter in attendance here tonight. Pennant sets and delivers. Swing and miss for Tommy Hansen on the outside fastball. 1 out now for the Hawks. So that's 9 strikeouts now for the Hawks as a team. Carver Miller digging in, the leadoff hitter. Pennant sets and delivers. Fastball misses just outside. 1-0 now to Miller. Miller's yet to reach tonight. He grounded out to first, struck out, and grounded out to second. Here's the 1-0 pitch. In for a strike. Miller didn't love the call there. Thought that one was up in the zone. Chaska crowd agrees. Kind of an inconsistent strike zone here tonight. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Miller swings and misses, unable to connect. 1-2 now to Carver Miller, the third baseman for the Hawks. Groder's asking for a fastball up in the zone, and here's the pitch. Got it, but it missed the strike zone. 2-2 now for Miller. I mentioned a little bit of wind, perfect night, great temperature, no bugs here at Athletic Park. And here's the 2-2 pitch. That one misses up and away. 3-2 now to Miller. So the Hawks trailing 8-1 after the 7-run top half of the 8th. Chaska's got to get the bats going quickly here. Pennant gets his pitch and delivers. That one's going to be hit down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase, and he's underneath it. Looks like that's Sam Maleka. So Miller retired after flying out to left. And Chaska's down to their last out. That brings up Nolan Kemp, who threw an absolute gem here tonight. Gave up 4 hits in 6 innings, 6 strikeouts, only allowed 1 run. And Pennant gets his pitch and delivers. No swings and misses on that high fastball. 0-1 now for Kemp. Little bit of a shift here for Kemp as the second baseman playing right behind second. That curveball doesn't break quite enough, and it misses on the inside edge. 1-1 now to no. Pennant gets his pitch, working from the windup and delivers. Swing and a miss by No Kemp as he Put a big cut on that one, unable to connect. 1-2 now to no count. This is the 1-2 pitch. Curveball, strike 3 for Nolan Kemp. So the Hawks dropped this hard-fought battle in extra innings. Scoreboard says 8-1, but the game was a heck of a lot closer than that as the Jaguars moved to 13-1. Chaska drops to 10-9. So the Hawks will play their final game of the regular season Thursday against the Chanhassen Storm. As always, I want to thank all of our sponsors, specifically here on the last game of the regular season. So thank you for tuning in tonight. Thank you to our generous sponsors who made this live stream possible. The Rome team at Edina Realty, Cuzzy's Brick House, Bank Vista, Schramm House, and Unrestricted Marketing. Also, I want to thank our live stream team, CHBN and PSB Media, for all their hard work. Our final regular season game will be played Thursday. As I mentioned, the Hawks travel only 2 miles to Chanhassen to take on the Storm for the season finale. We also know our first game of sections will likely take place Monday, the May 31st, although we don't have any details on the final seeding, and it has not been determined yet. We plan on live streaming any home games for the section games if we host, so stay tuned for more details that will be made available on CHBN, Chaska Hawks Baseball Twitter, as well as Facebook. Thank you all so much for tuning into this great night here for Chaska Baseball as they drop the game 8-1 to the #1 Jefferson